Flushing and what's going on in this neighborhood. It's just really fantastic. I want to say that Donovan Richards is a city council member from the Rockaways, but he loves Flushing. He's the chair of the environmental protection.
Public safety now.
Oh, you changed. Public safety. Okay. Are you the chair of the zoning, the subcommittee on zoning?
Used to be there too.
Okay. I've got old information. He's also here, and he'd like to say a few words. So, Donovan Richards, please come on up. And Donovan, you don't know this, but I actually know your father.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, come on.
Well, thank you. Good afternoon. It's an honor. Are y'all sleeping? They feed you already? I thought Flushing had a lot more energy. It doesn't feel like it right now. But I want to thank John, and I want to thank the Chamber and my dad's friend, obviously, for the work that they do day in and day out. You know, Flushing is growing immensely. Queens is growing immensely. When you look at the economy and what's happening all around Queens, whether it's more housing, but what we also see going on at the airports, you know, both LaGuardia and JFK is really astounding. You know, billions of dollars being pumped into the economy right here in Queens. And this is why events like this are so important, and the work that you clap. Here we go. This is why the work that Flushing Chamber is doing is so important. I want you to really, and I was so impressed with the videos, because marketing your businesses in this economy, when we are all competing with who? Amazon, online, you know, we really have to make our businesses and our strategies more appealing to the public. So what was being said earlier, I think in these videos, what the young lady said, very important, keeping up with the times to make sure that your businesses could thrive. You know, there's a lot going on as well. I just approved a project at JFK Airport. Bartlett, anybody drink Starbucks in here?
Right over there.
All right, we got at least 2 Starbucks drinkers in here. But Bartlett, who is formerly known as Elmhurst Dairy, is now relocating back to Queens from New Jersey. We are bringing 500 jobs back to Queens. The average salary for people working at this particular plant in my district in Springfield Gardens is going to be $70,000. But more importantly, we should be networking. We should know that you are in the city's system. You should be part of the conversation. Networking at events like this is so critical in connecting to what's going on in the broader city, but especially in things going on across Queens. I also want you to know that I know Flushing Chamber does a lot of work with SBS. I'm not sure if they're here today. Oh yeah, there you go. Duh, I had a senior moment. But very important to also take advantages of the services that SBS also provides, whether it's low interest loans. You know, in the Rockaways, we were devastated by Hurricane Sandy, but it's really been amazing to watch how the economy is picking up, how the beach and tourism is tying in. So Flushing, obviously, is a world-renowned city in itself, right? And so the idea is, how do we ensure that the city, even in its marketing plan, is connecting tourists and others to the outer boroughs, right? You know, we know of this place called Manhattan in Times Square, but Flushing has a lot to offer, right? I'm not leaving here without getting some bubble tea. We got to make sure that people know that Flushing offers the best bubble tea in the city of New York. And the only way to do that is to ensure that, you know, NYC and Company and our city is really connecting people to the outer boroughs as well. So if you don't know what's going on, join in the chamber. I don't know how many people are here, members of the chamber. Very good, but if you're a business and it's not a part of it, it's very important, because you will not know what's going on in your community or what's going on across the borough and city without strong partners like the Flushing Chamber of Commerce. So I came here all the way from Southeast Queens and the Rockaways. I did not serve here today, but I wanted to be sure to come here to let you know that this organization is doing great work, and we look forward to a continued strong partnership with John and everyone here. So thank you so much for having me. God bless you.
Donovan Richards' father is also named Donovan Richards, so it's easy to find. Thank you for coming, and I'm afraid to tell you that the line is probably going to be pretty long for the bubble tea because it's very popular. But enjoy it when you get it. Everyone, just quickly, Made in Flushing has rolling admissions. You know, we're ending one fiscal year and starting another fiscal year by the city and the state. So if you're interested in their services, just remember you can get them via the website. Before I do one more thing, could people who were mentioned in the video please stand up so we could just say BSA? Shweta is in the back. She's over there talking. But if you want to talk to any of them about their businesses, they're all here. You can reach out and touch them, literally and figuratively. All right, so thank you all. I hope you brought your business cards. One other thing quickly, one great thing about Flushing is that we have historic houses from the 17th, 18th, and 19th century. Plus we have the first Hindu temple ever in the United States. And we actually have representatives from those houses who are here today. Deborah Silverfine is here. She's from the Volker Orth Museum, which has a great Victorian garden. And is about to start your workshops, workshops with iced tea program for the summer. We have the Queens Historical House, which is in the back. That's actually in the Kingsland Homestead, which is a big building. New York City, in the history of New York City, has only had one tree that got landmark status. It's true, a tree got landmark status, and it was right behind the Queens Historical Society. It died after hundreds of years in the 1990s, and actually the Parks Commissioner held a funeral for it. If you ever want to go out there, you could, and its first child, the tree's first child, lives on in Douglaston. So if you go to the Douglaston Long Island Railroad Station, you can see the son of the only landmark tree ever in the history of the United States. And then Ron Yan, who is from Lewis Latimer House, also in Flushing, is here. I hope you all get a chance to come back. And of course, was I right about that tree, Jack Eichenbaum, the official Queens historian?
I was there at its last birthday party.
Oh, okay, he was there at the tree's birthday party.
I live across the street from it, so
Did
I
you have
see
cake?
it every day.
Okay. Okay. The tree's not there, but there is a plaque.
No, but the children are all
The
there.
children are there. The children are all there. Okay.
The children of the tree.
The children of the tree, right. And they're young, spry, and 150 years old. All right, so the next question is, does everyone know what a Rhodes Scholar is? Yeah. A Rhodes Scholar, okay. Well, we happen to have a Rhodes Scholar, kind of. At least we have a guy who was born in Rhodes, Rhodos, the city in Greece, and he studied there a little bit, right? You were as a child? Okay, so he was a scholar in Rhodes, which makes him a Rhodes Scholar, correct? Okay. To get his name pronounced right, I'm going to say it's Konstantinos, which I know, Konstantinos Kolias. Kolias? Is that right? Get out of here. Okay. All right. He has a Flushing-based business too, called Grand Tree Media, which will do, again, it's content, marketing. He has 360 videos, and I think Lime Bike is here. He might do a 360 video of Lime Bike later on today. He also has a company called Hungry Pop, which is an event, an experience company. Later on today, if you go at 4 o'clock, I believe, there's the cocktail hour at Leaf Lounge. He will be making cocktails. You have a special cocktail for the event, right?
People will make cocktails.
People make their own cocktails. People will make their own cocktails, but he will be facilitating the party. He's also going to speak to us about Grand Tree Media and other things related to marketing and Flushing. All right? Konstantinos Kolias, the Rhodes Scholar.
Hey, everybody. Hello everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. So before I start my interesting presentation, I need to make a special mention to John Cho. John, if you ever run for the president, I would like to do your marketing. I will be honored. This gentleman,
right now.
this gentleman is running day and night for the Chamber of Commerce. So rest assured, if you ever need something for the Chamber of Commerce in Flushing, they will not only support you, they will be your advocates. So big kudos to the Flushing Chamber of Commerce, and a big applause, please. All right. Also, a special mention to a very close friend of mine. It's like a brother to me, Joey D, as Rob says, Joe Stefano. You know, this guy introduced me to the inner depth of Flushing. You know, so I'm very proud to have him as a friend, and I call him as a brother. Very resourceful. Please reach out to him. He will guide you accordingly when it comes to food. You'll be very happy. Trust me. So, Braintree Media. Braintree Media is a company that's really focused on helping everybody to grow businesses. I'm very lucky to work along with 61st Productions, which is like, I would say, an elevated version of me when it comes to video production, because they are professional filmmakers, but also in the marketing, what they do with the Flushing, the program, it's just outstanding. So, well done, guys. I'm very proud to know you and work with you. The bottom line is that Braintree Media is trying to help businesses understand marketing and why you guys need marketing. You need a website, you need your social media, you need your logos, you need everything. But what you really need in order to sell your business is a mindset of marketing. And sometimes when we want to sell ourselves, you know, it's very difficult. And I get it, you know, sometimes it happens with my business. As Braintree Media, I can do amazing things for my clients, and I cannot do really amazing things for me. I'm getting stuck, you know, my creativity is a little bit limited, you know? It happens to everybody. You need people around you that they can like unleash your creativity, and together, you know, you can create something big. Because it's your business, it's your dream, you know, you have to do it. This is happening right now, it's New Year's Eve, right? We're almost 2020. Remember back in the day, 1990, we say, when the 2000 is gonna come? We're in 2020. It's happening, all right? And with that being said, with the new era of things, as a marketer and as a content creator, I always have to provide to my clients the next step of things. And the next step and the next level is like how to be visible to a bigger and broader public. So I work very close with Google to find about the algorithm. So content is very important. Your pictures, your videos, your descriptions, your websites, everything. But what's really important is to understand how Google works. And when it comes to Google, it's about how much time people spend on your website or on your listing. It's very important for Google to read the attention from the public. And this is how you're gonna start growing in your field. So this is how I ended up becoming a big advocate of 360 photography. And 360 photography is actually, you have to consider it as the new virtual reality of things. Google Maps, they have brought 360 the last 11 years. In 11 years, it's happening already. Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, they're already using 360. It's very popular. And the 360, it's simply a new way to see things. On a video, you see things from a frame. On the 360, you can see behind, you can see in front, you can see up, down, you can see on the sphere of 360. It's impressive what you can achieve in 360. So it happened like a year ago. I had a friend, he's a real estate agent, and he had a listing that it wouldn't sell. It wouldn't sell. It was an apartment in Kew Gardens. So what happened is that he asked me for my help. I said, what can I do to sell this? It's for my family. I said, okay, let's go check it. It was an interesting apartment. It was a very simple apartment. What happened is that I had a 360 camera from a friend. I said, let's try something. So we did a small virtual tour with the 360, and we showed spots that you really couldn't see with a simple video. The result, I cannot really say more about it because I signed an NDA. I'm just telling you the whole story. The short term, the short story, is that he sold the apartment in 1 week after he launched the 360 video to some of his leads. 1 week. Is it because of the 360? Is it coincidence? Is it luck? I would say worked out. So, this is a famous car you see in the streets. Google, right? You see those cars going around? And this is a big fact here. Listings on Google My Business with photos and a 360 virtual tour, they are twice as likely to generate interest by consumers and likely result in a visit or call. Google's your friend. Google's your friend. Now, to enhance what I'm saying right now, Columbia. Do you guys know Columbia Sports? Yeah? So, they did an experiment with Google. They created 2 videos.
I'm Anna Carding. I'm here in Chile, with Colombia, skiing with Keith, doing some bumps, hitting some jumps, and I feel like I get to pass along some of my wisdom. It's always impossible to predict the future of the ski team, but if I can put money on who's going to the next Olympics, Keith will be there.
How to mentally be capable to step into the AI competition, just block out everything.
So this is a simple video, the way you see it from the one perspective, from the frame that you see it. Now, Columbia and Google, they created something together to test how different platforms work in terms of customer retention. So that's the second video.
I'm Cargo.
Do you see the cursor?
I'm
The cursor?
here in Chile, with Colombia, skiing with Keith, doing
I'm gonna
some
move
bumps,
around now.
hitting
The
some
cursor.
jumps, and I feel like I get to pass along some of my wisdom.
So that's a 360 video.
It's always impossible to predict the future of the ski team, but if I can put money on who's going to the next Olympics, Keith will be there.
As you see, the user is interacting with the actual footage, which is very unique.
Just block out everything.
This is exactly the same video. Go up, you can go down. Pretty cool. So here's what happened. The result is just the retention. When we say retention in marketing, is like how many people reacted positively to this video was 40% more. 40% more from the 360 versus regular video. That doesn't dismiss the value of the real video, because when people watch it together, the 360 underperform based on the views. But engagement and retention, that means people interacting with the video, they spend more time, and as I told you, more time spending for Google, it's more rankings out, all right? So that's one example I'm giving you. Basically, the 360 video, it's a collection of photos, you know, under one lens. You see this lens in the middle, this stick over you? That's a 360 camera. It captures the whole event, you know, and we're going to have a very nice footage coming to the website of the Plaza Chamber of Commerce, and you want to watch this, most of this part of this pitch, and on a 360 level. Very impressive. Now, with that being said, and with all the facts and the bells and the bells and whistles, we have made a video just to show how cool you can have to make a virtual tour of Flushing. Have you guys seen the Inception, the movie? Yeah? Leonardo DiCaprio, nobody? Christopher Nolan? Alright, so this is a unique representation of how far you can go with 360 video. So this is a video, a small tour we did with my team of flashing. Alright? So enjoy. Different, unique, you can take your business to the next level. It's a small, tiny shop. I mean, what's the name of this place with the lions, tiger? Yeah, I never made it there, you know, but I will stay with my 360 camera just to capture it, you know, to see how many people stay there, you know. That would be impressive marketing, you know, put it in a time lapse, in a fast forward, and make it on a tiny planet or 360. The possibilities are unlimited, guys. The bottom line of the 360 is like, you cannot do only 360 to empower your business. It has to be a part of the strategy. You have to have a website, you have to have photos, you have to have a nice logo. You do have to have great content, you know, to enhance the whole presence. Bottom line is this, you need to have a marketing mindset. Like the 360 photos, you need to have a 360 spherical view. And you have people, especially in flashing, that can help you. 60 Bird Productions, me, Flash Chamber of Commerce, you know, feel free to reach out, you know, I can guide you, we can guide you, you know, because you deserve it. It's your business, it's your dream, whatever you guys are pursuing, we're here for you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so how's everyone doing? We guys impressed by the cutting edge technology that we're employing to support the small businesses? Let's give it up for Costas and 61st Productions. Great. Jack, do you want to say something?
I'd like to ask a question to the last presenter. I'll come up.
Sure, some questions. Please ask.
Sure. I introduced myself before, and some people have reintroduced me. I'm Jack Eichenbaum. I'm the Queensboro historian. I'm probably the oldest person in this room who's born in Flushing. And I'm going to show you how old I am with this question. I'm very impressed with that presentation. But younger people, one of the things that I do as a presentation is show people around on live walking tours. Unfortunately, younger people don't come on these things because they're so involved with their cell phones, and they're looking at the cell phones all the time, and they're walking down the street like this, bumping into people. I'm sure you all know what I mean. And the more and more that we impress them with things that they can see on their cell phone, the less likely they're less likely to interact in reality. When you're on a walking tour, you have the opportunity to talk to other people. You have the opportunity to smell what's going on. You have the opportunity to hear the music that's being played on the street. It's not just a visual experience. And unfortunately, so many cool things that people can see are keeping people from interacting. So I want to ask you, what do you think about that?
That's an excellent question. All right. So 5 senses. What we do as content creator, we start with 1 sense, visual. People eat with eyes. People enjoy stuff with eyes. It's up to you, how good is your marketing, if you can incorporate these kind of strategies to bring people to do the other 4 senses. So if you have a good product, a good service, and you can incorporate all these techniques in an efficient way, you know, have a good marketing strategy, I can assure you, you will become very interesting for millennials, Gen Z, people younger that say, you know what, that looks awesome. I want to go eat it now. I want to go see it now with my eyes on a real time. So it's all about adopting a marketing strategy. And I would love to help you with that.
Great, thank you so much. I know you have a lot of questions, but I do want to keep going on the schedule and let you know that we're going to be going to workshops now. For those of you who don't have a schedule, workshop series A is going to start at 2 o'clock, and it's going to focus on 3 topics. One is with Google, get found in Google search and maps. That's going to be here in the main room. And then we're going to be also doing financial management for small businesses. That's going to be in the breakout room number 1. And overcoming burnout and distraction for productivity. That's with Sheraton at break room number 2. So that's going to start at 2 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, we're going to have our second and last round of workshops, marketing with WeChat. I know that's very popular. I think a lot of people signed up for that WeChat workshop with Kent and Kendrick training. Fundamentals with State Planning will be breakout room number 1 with Holly Curtis from the State Law Center, and Money Seminar, answers to your money questions, will be in breakout number 2 with Dolma Lamu and the World Financial Group. Before we go into the workshops, I just want to thank all the people who've been participating, starting with our great MC and moderator, Ron Kai. Another shout out to our presenters, Costas from Braintree, Helena and Daniel from production. They've been doing amazing work, and we can't wait to continue to work and support the small businesses here with their technology. I also want to do a shout out for some of the sponsors that some of our sponsors, starting with Ridgewood Savings Bank, Estate Law Center, Skyline Cruises, I know they're here. I went on their cruise, it's great. HSBC Bank, A-Image LLC, I know Heidi is here. Thank you, Heidi, for making our banner today. Main Street Radiology. Main Street Radiology has been very helpful to us for many events, including this one. Cushman Wakefield, I know Kevin Louie is here, he's on our board. American Corporation, I know Sunny is here, and thanks so much for your help. Emblem Health, I know Peter is here from Emblem Health. Hanover Bank, Marianne Pina, who joined our board, and Jimmy, who is the branch manager. If you haven't checked out the branch, it's on 39th Avenue at Flushing Commons. Cost Travel, I know Bianca Ng was here and was speaking this morning. She's also on our board. United Commercial Services, Pauline Huang, Brooklyn Crafted, Marsha. Marsha did a really great job of creating a unique drink and co-branding it with World's Fair today. So please make sure you grab some before you go. We're also joined by Blink Marketing, James Chen, who did all of our passports. The Sheraton LaGuardia East Hotel for hosting us. And last but not least, Brett Swanson from Line. They're going to be doing a demonstration of their new e-scooter technology on the veranda outside, so please check them out. And we're going to end this section with a quick photo op with all of our participants. Scott, please join us. Our board members, maybe some of our sponsors could come up and